Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. We're to bask in unprecedented glory because today I'm going to elucidate what it feels like to be always cold in the summertime as a result of dying from starvation. So to give you a synopsis, the feeling is utterly appalling to say the least. I live in a frigid environment and the weather here is inclement, so it's fraught with issues. Being emaciated, being gaunt doesn't help. Being anorexic certainly doesn't help. It just exacerbates the issue. I'm constantly shivering. It impedes my ability to concentrate and encumbers me, and it prevents me from moving and even prevents me from becoming rehydrated, because anytime I drink water I begin to further freeze and my body temperature begins to further plummet and plunge anytime I partake in drinking water. So drinking water can be a deleterious issue in this environment. Now, even though it's the summertime, the weather drops amid the nighttime, and just to try to partially cope with the issues, to try to mitigate the issue, I typically wear 10 layers in conjunction with 5 layers of pants. So all these layers cause me to feel constrained, and all these layers truly bog me down and truly cause me to further stagnate because I have no energy. I'm not imbued with energy. My body's devoid of energy. It's starving. It's in dire need of calories. It's in dire need of vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients. And wearing all these layers just further hampers me and slows me down in every single capacity. So it's truly a salient, dire predicament that I'm in. Now, something else I wanted to address and touch on is that I'm unable to afford food. Buying tainted produce at Walmart that's non-organic, that's saturated with insecticides, pesticides, fungicides, and other noxious, deleterious, hazardous chemicals is outside the parameters of my budget. Buying an avocado at Walmart costs almost $1. Buying other fruits and vegetables at Walmart is typically at least $1 per fruit, and a bag of vegetables can easily be $3 to $6 depending on the size of the bag, and they don't give you a lot of frozen food. So fruits and vegetables are unaffordable. I'm making an earnest, diligent, studious effort to try to attain a high-paying job, but it's not panning out well. The jobs are not listed on a job search website, so I have to go to every university's portal in an earnest effort to find a job. And if I can find a job, then I have to fill out a 20 to 40 page application, and they may take months to respond just for me to have a modicum of a chance to get an interview. So the whole situation looks grim, bleak and dire, to say the least. So the job prospects are pretty much hopeless, and for me to truly advance in the field that I'm educated within, I need to publish more articles. My dissertation is published, but that's not enough. I need to convert my dissertation into 3 research articles, but without the calories to fuel my brain, without the nutrients, vitamins, and other ingredients to reinvigorate me, I just can't concentrate and get to the work. I feel too lethargic, torpid, frazzled, debilitated, and impaired to truly put in a copious amount of work into these job applications. I really need to renutrify my body, but I can't do that if I can't afford food. That's the catch-22. Being a full-time student was an asinine decision because it just further bogged me down, and now I have the burdensome albatross of having to maneuver my way out of debt. And being indebted is never positive because interest accrues into the principal, and it accrues into the principal in perpetuity. So if you can't pay back the principal, how the hell are you going to pay back the interest on top of the principal? It's a recipe for disaster. But in the summertime, even in 80 to 90 degree weather, I'm just constantly freezing. I have to wear anywhere from 8 to 10 layers, and I'm still shivering. I would love to drink water, but I can't because I further shiver and my temperature further plunges, and I just can't concentrate when I'm just constantly shivering. I have to wear 5 layers of pants. It impedes me from moving, and I have no energy since I can't afford food. So I'm trying my utmost best to maneuver my way out of the situation, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can survive long enough to attain a high-paying job to be able to afford food. But if I can't, then at least I know that I went down in earnest. I know that at the end of the day, I went down in an earnest effort to try to attain a high-paying job. But if I can't, I can't. As long as you know psychologically that you tried your utmost best to rectify the situation at hand, and that you tried your utmost best to help other people and bequeath knowledge to the upcoming generations. And I guess in life you have no qualms and no regrets. So I detest and disdain constantly being cold, but it is what it is. I would love to drink water and become rehydrated, but I can't because I know that I'll constantly shiver. So I don't know what's worse. Probably the cons of the dehydration. Outweigh the cons of succumbing to further shivering. So it's just a dreadful feeling to bear, and I hope that you're not underweight. I hope that you're not anorexic. I hope that you're not gaunt. I hope that you're not emaciated. I hope that you are nutrified. I hope that you have all the macronutrients, micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, and other phytonutrients you need to thrive, prosper, and flourish. So I hope that your situation is not akin to mine. I hope that it's disparate from mine, and I hope that you can prosper in every facet of your life. And I hope that you don't struggle. I hope that you're wealthy. I hope that you're affluent. I hope that you live in a posh neighborhood, and I hope that you have housing, food, and everything taken care of. Hopefully you never have to work a day in your life. But unfortunately, since I'm a destitute, indigent peasant, my fate, my Moira, my destiny won't be the same as yours. I'm confined to working the rest of my life in perpetuity, and if I can't, then I'll likely succumb to death of starvation. I'm already on the precipice of death since I can't afford food, but I hope that I can survive long enough to afford some food so that I can prolong the longevity rate of my vessel. But if I can, I can't. But before I expend my last calorie, I'll make an earnest effort to attain a high-paying job, and if I can, I can. I just accept that I failed in the simulation, and if I'm evicted from the simulation, if I can't retain my marionette, if I can't retain my vessel, then it is what it is. I'm just consciousness, and this is a vessel. This is the puppet that my consciousness presides over at the moment. So I'll do my utmost best to find a high-paying job, but if I can, I can. I have no energy at the moment, so it is what it is. I dread being cold. It's too bad that I can live near the equator or in the southern United States, but that I'm forced to freeze to death, and I have no choice other than to sustain the cold weather and brook drudgery. So I hope that you found this video to be enthralling and insightful. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.